Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, as usual. I am so happy to see you today. So happy to share again this half hour with you. I'm getting a signal that probably the sound is not good. Let me just check. I'm sorry about this. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a problem with my holder. I'm sorry about this. Just to make sure that everyone can hear me very well. Perfect. This works. Excellent. All right. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Great to see you again. And I know that some now have got into the habit of connecting with me at this time or at 8 p.m., which I am so happy to see and so glad. What are we talking about today? We're talking about unconditional love. It's actually a recap to what we spoke about, what we discussed on Monday, what we hopefully agreed to try for a change. Instead of showing hatred, instead of putting conditions, instead of saying if and only, we try to give unconditionally. We try just to love, and we agreed what love actually meant. It does not just like the relationship, love, marriage, and these kind of things. It's also the giving freely, the giving unconditionally. You can give so many things. You can give respect, you can give support, you can give emotional support, you can give time, and all of these, when you give them, it's a shape of love. It's a way of showing appreciation. It's a way of saying you matter. It's a way of saying that you are important. Okay, so all these things are a way of loving. Okay, great to see you all joining. I'm so happy to share this half hour with you. So stick with me and please participate. Throw me your questions if you have any. I would love to answer them. So, unconditional love. I want to make a huge like bracket or difference. Unconditional love does not mean that you are supposed to tolerate. No, never. You're not supposed to tolerate misbehavior, not supposed to tolerate meanness, you're not supposed to tolerate hatred. No. You are asked, I am asked to give unconditionally, to support, to give my time for someone who needs it, the emotional support, just being there, giving resources if it's something that I have, but by no means should I actually tolerate any bad behavior back. And when I say give unconditionally, so without conditions, doesn't mean that you're not allowed to expect. You might expect. However, if you get in return or not, it shouldn't matter. Okay? So when you give and you're just waiting there, hi Ismail, and you're waiting there for someone to give back or to do something in return, then it shows that you're not giving with all your heart. And I hope those that are tuning in, that are watching the replay, you actually tried this week, as we've been agreeing from the beginning of me going live, that the purpose of these lives on Monday, we speak about a topic that is very essential for our growth, for our development, for achieving our highest potential. And in a minute, I'll tell you how giving this actually helps us achieve our highest potential. And on Friday, we come together to see how we did. Okay. Hi, I am talking to you from the UK, and actually, I'm a Lebanese. And if this matters, I don't mind giving this information. I give freely. So, this is the recap. I hope you tried. I hope you gave it a go to give unconditionally. Because, as we said, and I will never stop repeating it, that life is all about action and reaction. Whatever you give, you'll receive in return. Probably not immediately, because things happen at the right time for the right reason. That's the second thing I always repeat. Everything happens for a reason. Okay. As long as we stay open, as long as we're giving from all of our heart, as long as we're not giving for a reason or expecting or there's greed inside or whatever, then more than ever, we will receive back. Trust me. Maybe not in the same way, maybe in another way, maybe through another channel. Hi, Ali, how are you? And but we will actually receive one day. Okay. And it's like magic, trust me, because I've been there. There are so many people in history that we know, in present that we know, that are actually living this. But you have to be feeling it really honestly, deeply, and not just like, yeah, I want to prove that person wrong or prove me wrong or prove me right. No, it has to be genuine. Okay. Now the challenges. Yes, we are challenged. We are challenged. Sorry, we're challenged by what are they going to say about me? They're going to laugh about me. I'm too soft. I'm too generous. Blah blah. As long as you're listening to those, meaning that you're not giving unconditionally, meaning that you are waiting for the reaction of the other person. So if you hear them laughing about what you just did, if you hear them mocking, if you hear them, or you see that they didn't give anything in return, you got upset about it, then you weren't actually giving unconditionally. You gave, you did, you gave time, you gave support, you gave money, maybe you gave resources, you shared what you know, and you're there. Okay, what's going to be the reaction? They're going to give back. Then you're not doing it unconditionally. And then the magic doesn't happen. It's only when it is really unconditionally, where it's really deeply and felt, that's where the magic happens. That's where you're really giving to life, to the other person, to the universe, to God, whatever you believe in, unconditionally, really, truly, then the magic can happen. Okay, so that's number one. The secret is that you shouldn't accept, not shouldn't, but don't do it in expectation. There's nothing wrong in expecting something in return. Don't get me right. Okay. Like when I coach people and I help them to overcome their challenges, I would love to see how my coaching is really helping them. Or when I give the brain training to students, I would love to see how this is helping them overcome their learning difficulties. However, I don't do it just to see that change. Okay? Because there are so many variables in terms of actually seeing a change or not. There's this person who's doing it with all their heart. For example, my coaching, if they're listening and if they're believing in me, there's also the brain training, if they're focused and actually applying what I'm asking them to do. If the person is genuine and really coming for real help or just testing. So there are variables for our unconditional love to actually bring effect, to bring results. And if it doesn't, it's not your fault. It's not you who did something wrong. It's just that it didn't, right? The person was not ready. The person was ungrateful. The person was mean. The person was not there for it. Okay, it happens. We are human beings. We are the same way that you are sensitive, let's say, the same way that you are someone who is trying to change the world. The other person can be the same thing. We are human beings. When we start to empathize, when we start to put ourselves in the other person's shoes, that's when actually magic starts happening because there's more understanding, there's more give and take, there's more humanness in what we're doing. And when there's actually human nature, humanness in what we're doing, so I don't know if this is in the dictionary even, but I like to use it, then there's things start to be real. Look around you. It's very easy to hate. It's very easy not to give. It's very easy to keep for yourself. It's very easy to give bad comments, to get back on someone. Very easy. There's plenty. Open the news. War everywhere, discord everywhere, poverty everywhere. This is very easy. It's not the challenge. The challenge is to be good. The challenge is to. Why is it a challenge? By the way, because I've said that when you're born like the baby. If you think of the baby, there are no evil babies. They're born pure. They're born just smiling. They just want to love and just they won't care. But how do adults stop being this? It's because of the environment, because what they go through, because of the experiences. And if we don't want our experiences to actually negatively affect us, this is sometimes difficult. That's where sometimes you need someone to help you. You need a coach, you need a friend, you need a mom, you need, depending on your circumstances. Okay? So the topic love is actually something very sensitive, I understand. Very difficult because we're all after it. And if you look around, those that are after power, those that are after accumulating riches, those that are after getting possessions, buying things, acquiring for themselves, wearing trademarks and whatever, because they want the attention, because they're lacking this unconditional love that they want to feel deep inside. It all boils to that. It all boils down to that. If someone is being mean, if someone is trying to show off, that's because inside there is some emptiness. Because inside there's something that's missing. They didn't experience that unconditional love. Or in their life, it was all about you do this, you get in return. You be nice, I'll give you something. You do this, I'll be proud of you. No, just be proud of that person. Just be empathetic, give your admiration, give your support, give praise, give your resources without asking for anything in return. It will make a huge difference, and it will make a huge difference for you. Someone the other day on Monday, they told me they told me that, but when your day is like becoming better, or you're like you achieve what you want, you're actually getting in return. That's what I started by saying. I started by saying you can expect sometimes, and it's nice to get something in return, right? Because you're giving of your time, and that's precious. You're giving of your love, and that's also very precious. However, if you don't get, that's where the problem starts happening. Or if you're doing it just to get back something in return, that's again when problems start happening. So give unconditionally just for yourself also. Remember, because you're the first one. Hi, Mushtaba. You're the first one who's actually benefiting. Sagittarian, good to see you. Sorry for pronouncing your name last time very wrong. I realized. So you're the first one benefiting. Hi, Sabrine. If you are giving unconditionally, you are actually healing yourself, because maybe for some unfortunate reason you did not receive that unconditional love when you were a kid, and you probably still not, but that's okay. When you give it back, the satisfaction of giving, the satisfaction of making someone feel better, the satisfaction, or the yes, I did it, when someone, like you save someone's life, right? Sometimes you actually may save someone's life. That by itself is a wow. It is really a wow. And it has a lot of healing power for you, trust me. That's also what we call being emotionally intelligent. When whatever you get back, you don't react to it. For those of you, I'm sure many of you listening here are probably suffering from bullying. Think of it. The person who's bullying you is actually the first person who needs help. You're gonna laugh, but he's hurting me, right? Or she's hurting me. Yes, but if they didn't lack love, if didn't lack something, if they're not after the fame, the attention, they wouldn't be doing this. Because when they hurt you, wow, I did it. That's giving them some kind of approval, some kind of yes, I'm strong, because they're lacking a lot of self love, a lot of self confidence. So next time when someone actually comes at you, think that person is suffering. And no matter what they say, remember, it's not right. It's not right. I remind you, for those who have listened and who have heard of this story, my daughter, she's 8 years old. And the way I just help her, hi Hamza, I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. The way I help her not to fall into the bullying, because they say where I'm living, there's a lot of bullying happening, and everywhere. You go on news, you hear it everywhere. And so I tell her, I immediately give her this joke. I tell her, Mommy, why is your hair so ugly and green? She goes like, and she like bursts in laughter. Why did she laugh? Why? You tell me. Why did she laugh? Because it's not true. As simple as that. Her hair is not green and her hair is beautiful. So when someone comes at you, giving you a bad comment, being mean to you, just remember it's them who are suffering. It's them who are lacking love. They don't know how to show love, so they're showing the opposite, or they need attention. That's their way of getting attention. And just empathize with them. Give back with love. That would be shocking. Imagine someone coming and telling you like you're such a I don't want to use bad words. You're someone who is always you're a scaredy cat, or like you never achieve high grades. You can tell them, well, thank you for telling me. I know that, but I'm trying. Wow. What they would like, that was not expect. They were expecting from you, oh, please stop saying this, or plus stop hurting me. Wow, you just like did something amazing. Why? First, you stopped the bullying. Number two, you showed them love unconditionally. Why unconditionally? Because that's someone coming at you and you're giving love. Wow. The effect is really wow. Yes, I am a teacher and I've seen bullying happen. I was able to stop it just by showing love and by showing the person that they don't need to be mean to get approval. They don't need to say something bad so that they get the attention. Okay? Yes. That's the kind of love we actually need most nowadays. Thank you. I don't know what's your exact name. I think Andre. Thank you for that comment. That's actually what we need. That's the only way the world will actually heal. Look at history. Who were the most impressionable people? Who were the people who actually left a mark? On both sides. I'm not saying one side. On both sides. You have those that were very, very destructive, very mean. For example, Hitler. He did a lot of people died because of him. Okay. He had a lot of power, yes, but was there any love? Was there any benefit from the power? Was there any reduction? Any nothing? Nothing came out of. And if we dig deep about his life, most probably we'll find somewhere that there was a lot of pain that led to him to be the way that he was. But look at Mother Teresa. Oh my God, how amazing that lady was. How much giving she was. She never asked for anything in return. She was helping the poor, she was helping the diseased. She was there for every single person. And can you imagine how those people felt? They felt amazing because someone, for once, ma- made them feel they matter or cared for them or made probably their pain less painful. So tell me, did you love today? Did you love unconditionally? Did you try giving someone without expecting anything in return? It's not wrong to hope for love giving back. It's not wrong to maybe wait, hopefully, that they will give you something in return, but don't give with that in mind. Otherwise, what you're doing will lose all its effect. Are you getting this? Do you really understand the depth and the effect of actually showing care? We're all after this care. We all need that. And trust me, you might be, no, I don't need. I get you. Or probably you're not saying it because you're behind the screen, no one sees you. But if you face someone directly, and like, for example, a bully or like a leader or something that's not being a good leader, and you tell them that if you give unconditionally or if you start loving the people who work with you, then they'll just laugh about it, right? Because no one is ready to admit that something is wrong with them because they believe this will show weakness in them. It's okay. Still give. Because once back home or alone, that person to whom you told this will start thinking about what you just said. And maybe, just maybe, it will start making them change and do it differently. So, What do you choose? What do you think is better? I know it's difficult. Some comments on Monday. I heard some. I'm not. It's not my right to repeat whatever is being written. Especially some are being very very personal. I understand this, but there is a lot of pain. I understand. There are betrayals. There are abuses. There are murders. Hate and pain is all over because we haven't been loving enough. We haven't been giving enough. It's all about me. What do I get? What, how? One of the, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Sorry, I forgot the name. One of the most prominent motivational speaker or something. He said that if you want, and that's something my father actually reminds me always of, if you want to achieve something, if you want to achieve your goal, help others achieve their goal. If you want success in life, help others achieve success in their lives. Because when you help someone, that someone now can't wait to give back, can't wait to help. You're not expecting, you're not giving because they will help you. You're giving from all your heart, but we're human beings. Once you help someone, they can't wait to give back. And there are so many amazing stories about this. If you don't trust me, just Google it. Google now gives you everything, right? But it doesn't give you, it's a human connection. So ask someone next to you. Ask them if at any time they have given. Let me give you my experience, especially when I came to this country. Where I come from, okay, no pun intended, or I'm not intending to belittle anyone or anything, any culture or anything, but it's a truth. Where I come from, it's all about, and there are sayings about this, it's all about what do I get? What's in it for me? The first thing is what's in it for me, or what will I get if I help this person? How will that person do anything for me? If you want to talk to me, please message me on TikTok. I'm not giving my number to anyone. I'm really sorry. Okay, so it's all about what am I getting out of this? Yeah, how will this help me? When I came to this country, I was surprised because I come with a baggage, right? I come with experience. I come with expectations, and then I start living here and I start interacting with people, and wow, poof, I got hit in the face. People are giving unconditionally, especially in the workplace. Teachers I worked with, they're just now take this. Maybe this will help you because I'm someone new to the country, new to the teaching system. So they're giving me their resources. They're sharing unconditionally. Like wow, and this helped me so much in my teaching. This helped me so much in my work. And the person who actually coached me and trained me to become a life coach, to become a new generation of NLP coach, actually gave unconditionally, gave her time at evenings, and it was mind blowing. And that's how I became who I am. Tim Han is someone who is, yes, I know it's a program that you pay for, but you pay once and you get it for life. I paid for it 2 years ago. And now I got the time finally to go through the speaking mastery program. And I'm starting it because I want to perfect my speaking skills because that's how I'm connecting with you. You want to improve your English? I have a lot of ideas for you. Connect with me personally. Okay? Give unconditionally. It's mind blowing. Trust me. We need love. We need to give each other without expecting in return, without asking in return. But trust me, you will receive back. So I'm always out of time. I'm almost out of time because I promise it's always half an hour. I don't want to take more of that. I want to give you a lot in just those 30 minutes. And hopefully, many of you who are connected with me. Sorry, it's obvious who you mean. I don't. Okay. Sagittarian, I didn't get your comment. If you want to discuss further, please connect with me after the live. Okay, so I hope you tried because Friday is when we recap, especially those who are following me and connecting with me Monday and Friday. This is amazing. I love you all. Thank you so much. So, Monday, we agreed that we're going to start to give unconditionally. And how to give unconditionally? Just give your time. Just love someone just for who they are, not because you want something in return. Give some affection, give some praise, because that's a form of love. When you praise someone, it's like you're telling them, I appreciate you for who you are. So give unconditionally. I hope you did. I hope that Saturday I'm streaming from the UK. Okay? So, and I love your questions and your interaction. I want everyone to always talk to me and ask me questions. That's the best way I can serve you. I am here to serve you. I'm here to help you, to share my experience, to share what I learned from other people, because I lie on shoulders of giants. I didn't come up all of it by myself. But the part about unconditional love, that's something I hold deep inside, and that's my finding. And I'm going to hopefully develop into something bigger, probably a course, because we need more and more of this love, and we need to actually appreciate its effect and how much people need it around. Yeah. So please, today, whomever you meet, is it a stranger on the street? Just say good morning, good afternoon, have a nice day. I do it every day. The bus drivers now, imagine, oh, that's a perfect example to show you how I'm getting back in return without expecting. So bus drivers, right? What can I expect from a bus driver when I tell them, thank you, driver, have a good day when I'm getting off the bus, right? What will I expect? But I'm living in a country where the routes of the buses are the same. They're just repeating. Okay. So my bus is H37. And so I always say this to the bus driver, any bus anyway, not just the ones on my route. And time after time, because they're regular, so sometimes they make exceptions for me. So if they see me and I'm a bit afar from the stop, usually bus driver they don't wait. They have a time, a schedule they have to run on. But because they know me and I'm so appreciating their efforts, they see me and they would just wait so that I arrive and I can ride the bus. That's one way of giving back. You say it's insignificant? Well, for me, it makes a difference. When everything relies on commuting and being on time, it really matters and it makes my life better in one way or another. So when you're giving, it doesn't have to be big thing. It doesn't have to be a huge thing, like giving a huge gift, priceless gift, or giving your money or giving no, it's not always about this. And when you love someone, it's not only about giving gifts. At some point in my life, I'm not ashamed of saying this. I hit rock bottom. I couldn't give anything to my parents. I really literally hit rock bottom. Did this stop me from giving? No. I gave them my care. I gave them my time. I asked continuously about them. Not just because they're my parents. People that are homeless. I had a pound. I still gave that pound no matter how rock bottom I was at. Because I know that this would matter for that person who is homeless, who doesn't have anything to eat. I thank God I still have a shelter and I still have something to eat. The more you give, that's the only way we can start to heal. Heal ourselves, heal the world. Again, look around you. So much hatred, so much pain, so much discord. How can we heal? Let's start loving unconditionally, giving without expecting anything in return. If you get, that's amazing. If you don't get, at least you helped. At least you did something. At least you made a difference. Thank you very much for tuning in. That's my cue. It's 11:30. This was a priceless half hour with you. I'm so thankful for all the interactions today. It was magical. You blew my mind. Thank you so much. That's what I'm here for. The more you interact, the more you come, the more you actually not motivate me because otherwise I would be only doing it expecting something in return, but you actually help me even give more. Next Monday, yes, Sagittarian. So next Monday, So Monday at 11, if that's the time you can come in, or at 8 p.m. my time, UK time, which is GMT plus one. I'm coming back. Charles, thank you very much. Shaz, how are you? Sorry, you just joined now. I'm closing. I come live at 11, and I always bring a lot to share. Anyone wants to know what's next Monday? Let me know. What would you like me to discuss next Monday? I would love to hear from you. I have something in mind, but I would love to hear from you. Anyone? Quick, 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 because we have to close. Thank you very much, Charles. So, anyone would like to propose what to talk about or the challenge of next Monday? What can be the challenge of next Monday? Otherwise, I'll have to tell you, you'll know tomorrow or after tomorrow when I put on my profile the advertisement for Monday. So tell me, any requests? All right. I'll keep it a secret, and probably follow me Saturday or Sunday. You'll receive the notification or the post, and you'll know what we will be talking about. And I cannot wait to serve you next Monday. I'll see you then. And meanwhile, keep loving unconditionally. Bye bye.